All right, welcome everyone. You are watching the 2025 Dr. Pool Jacoby Tour Championships, produced by the WPBA, sanctioned by the WPA. This is a world ranking event with $40,000 added to it. My name is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and I am the host of your show. This is the B-side final matchup, and I have got a special treat for you, Miss Allison Fisher, the Duchess of Doom.
Thank you, Lonnie. It's such a pleasure to be here, and we're in for some great pool. I'm really looking forward to these matches.
Absolutely. This is a good one too. And both these ladies are pretty good friends, correct?
Yeah, they travel around the world playing all the tournaments, world tournaments, Predator tournaments, and obviously these WPBA tournaments. So they're in each other's company a lot of the time. So very familiar.
All right. And while these ladies are getting warmed up, Kelly gets a little rack time. She just came off a hot match with Margarita Fefalova-Steyer, a hill thriller. Kelly coming away with that win. Now, Kelly's, what do you call it, like path through this tournament hasn't exactly been a straight one.
No, she lost to Pia, didn't she, yesterday? I think it was 8-4. And she just had that hill match, which was a great match. That could have gone either way. And she nabbed it at the end. But she's one of the finest finishers in the game that there is, I think. You very rarely see her flinch or miss those crucial balls to win the matches. So that's really impressive.
Yeah, she definitely closes out the end of these matches very well. And if you give her a chance, she'll punish you with them. All right, so these ladies are going to lag for the first break. And Jasmin.
What a lag that was.
Beautiful. All right, guys, we're going to go over the match rules for this event. They're going to lag for the first break, which you just seen. It's an alternate break format thereafter. The 9-ball is on the spot. There is no break box. The opponents will be racking for each other. 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game, and this is cue ball fouls only. I do want to mention as well that the 9-ball is good on the break in any pocket.
Yes.
So the 2 doesn't have to be at the bottom ball. It's very random. And really, my husband does all the timekeeping for the feature table, and he said since we switched to the 9 on the spot, he's had 1 9-ball made on the break.
Interesting, isn't it?
It is quite interesting. Have you seen anyone make the 9 on the break in this
No,
tournament?
I don't think I have, no.
Yeah. I had Christina Zlateva got a kick in on me when I played her yesterday. But
that's unlucky for you.
It was unlucky. I think we were like 4-4 when it happened. I was like, oh,
crucial.
This girl. And then the worst part is I can't even be mad because I'm the one that racked the balls.
Well, it's just a lucky break, that though, isn't it? The 9-ball being kicked in.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Jasmin Ouschan to break.
Now, you watched the previous match, Lonnie. How was she breaking? What was her success rate?
I think she made a ball on the break maybe twice. She broke dry often and then doesn't get a good look when she does make the ball on the break.
Right, and that's going to be the deciding factor here, I think. I watched Kelly breaking in her last match, and she was very strong, making that one in the side and controlling it, and the balls were opening beautifully. So this could be the telltale in this match. We'll see.
And I would say, and I think you and I discussed this prior to this match, in the match against Pia, Pia's break definitely won her that match for the hot seat. So Pia's sitting in the finals. One of these 2 ladies will be meeting her there. This is a race to 8, alternate break.
Surprising. I mean, it was a tough shot, but we're going to have a lot of firepower in this match. Both of these ladies are really terrific shot makers.
Absolutely. Now with that miss on the 1, Kelly does bump the 3 and ties it up down here with the 5-ball. So that could, we may see some back and forth interchange between the 2. Now Jasmin does like to swing the cue ball around here. Oh,
It's interesting, wasn't it?
yeah.
Surprising.
6 ball was always there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised she didn't navigate that. But she was just trying to swing round to the side and played a 2-9, I think. 2-8, sorry, what am I saying? 2-9. 2-8.
It's fine. No one's going to question you, Allie, ever.
They knew what I meant.
Not ever. All right, so probably a safety play here of some kind. I don't know if it favors her to go offensive at anything, really.
That was a nice play. I don't think she can get through between the 4 and the 9 ball. Let's have another look.
Let's
We
see.
can.
What do you think? That's not the best one. Let's go to the overhead.
Let's see there. I love an overhead shot. No, right, she can't get through. So that was a very nice shot.
And she's cueing awkwardly over the 8. Now, I will say in Kelly's earlier match, Christina Tkach played some great safeties. Kelly actually kicked in 2 balls on Christina that I think really made the difference in the match.
Oops. That was a tough one to hit with that side pocket there. Yeah, I think her kicking's improved, actually. I watched a couple of kicks earlier in her match against Margaret, and it was definitely a lot better than it's been.
So what do you think? Do you think the 3-ball combination is in the near future?
Yes.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. I'd be surprised if she doesn't play it that way. And she's played high on it, which is the right way to play it, to control the 3-ball after the 5 goes into the 8. That worked out nicely. Another combo on here.
Now the 3 will probably track up the left side long rail, just based on where the 5-ball's sitting, correct? I would assume, as long as she doesn't double bump it.
Nicely played. I think she a little straight on, but it shouldn't pose any problems. Just a straight draw back for the 4 into the corner. She's looking where she wants to be. It is quite crucial with this break situation, obviously, to win your breaks. And obviously, Jasmin was the first to break there. Didn't make a ball, but is still maintaining control of the table. So it's quite essential she wins her racks.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, the very first match, Pia was able to capitalize in the hot seat match on Jasmin's first break. So I would agree with you that it is crucial.
Well, and then you mentioned how strong Pia's break has been in this event. They really have, and Christina Tkach, they've really worked hard on that. And again, Margaret Fefalova, great breakers with this format. And the way they play now, it does come down to that. They're not missing many balls.
No, I would agree with you. I think the break is probably the most important shot at the table with this this level of play in the ladies' game.
Definitely. And in this event, we've had players come from all over the world. This is a WPA sanctioned event. So we've got a really quality field, didn't we, of 64 players.
I at one point looked at the B side of the bracket and thought, oh my, it was like monster ball in there.
Yeah.
You guys were everybody was just crashing into each other. It was as a spectator, it was a beautiful thing. As a player, it was daunting.
Yes, agreed. Yeah, it's nice to get the first game under her belt. Kelly will be breaking next, so we'll see how she breaks the balls, if she's making that 1 ball in the side pocket and getting a shot after that.
So the fans in the room definitely enjoying the show. I want to say a special thank you to Dr. Pool Promotions, Jacoby Custom Cues, and On the Hill Billiards. They were super important in getting the word out that these ladies were coming to town, and we've had wonderful spectatorship at this event.
I really enjoy the people here. It's always nice coming here. I always look forward to this event. Obviously, it wasn't my best event, but we don't need to talk about that. But it's always enjoyable seeing the people.
I heard that you were out there giving the fans a show in the WPBA booth as well, having some fun last night.
I did. I was playing on the smaller table out there, the bar table, and we had some challenge matches going on, and it was a lot of fun. And I like that. I like that interaction.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, when you're playing seriously in the event, it's hard to do that.
Yeah, and you are definitely one of the best at getting the crowd involved and having some fun and
I enjoy it.
poking at the fans. You give it right to them, boy, and they just love it. So Kelly Fisher to break. The score is 1-0.
There it is.
Jasmin Ouschan. All right.
See that one in the side?
But no look at the two.
Yeah, we should pay attention to how they're racking too, I think, with where they're placing the balls.
Absolutely. Last night there was a match, and forgive me, I don't remember exactly who was playing, but I noticed that the where the 2 ball was placed, and of course where the 3 ball was placed, and I had said if they pinch the 1 in the side and make the 2 in the corner, the 3 is on top of the 9. It's likely to set up for a 3-9 ride, and that's exactly what happened.
Really?
Oh yeah, you just gotta pay attention to where the balls are.
Definitely.
And of course, they did not pay attention to that, so they did not get a good look at the 3-9. But
well, maybe they'll listen to your commentary and do it better next time.
There you go. I pay a lot of attention. I watch a lot of pools, so
yeah. Well, any information you can get is good, isn't it? If you play back things, you listen, you watch, you observe, you can always learn.
Absolutely.
What other players do, you know, watching them on YouTube.
All right, so Kelly definitely on this shot kind of made a mess of the table, which probably works in her favor at this point, as long as Jazz doesn't find a nice safe spot for the cue ball.
Do you think she's going to spin over and you try and get over by the 5 and the 7?
I would think that would probably be the right shot for Jasmin at this moment.
She caught that thin. I don't think she played. Look, you can see on her face. She didn't play that.
I wonder if she just had some accidental spin on the cue ball. So.
Well, I think she played with a lot of spin, and it obviously curved off. Because that shot, I would have put a ton of spin on it. I would have put a load of left-hand spin, and I think she did, and I think she just didn't negotiate the way it deflected.
Kelly's not going to be mad about it. She's going to come to the table happy about a good shot on the 2. Let's take a look really quick at the 3-4 here. 5-7 still needs to be negotiated.
Yeah, she's got a nice angle on the 4, though, if she can get down behind the 9. It's got to be inch perfect, though, isn't it?
She played a short side shot on a 3-ball in her last match, and I wasn't sure if she intended to bump it or if she played the short side, but it worked out beautifully.
I saw the shot. It was a great shot. Yeah. She's got a nice little nudge there. She'll take that. And I think she can draw off of the 7 here if she wants to, into the rail and back up towards the 6. Or she might settle for the longer shot.
Yeah, beans at the 6 is pretty close to the pocket. Longer isn't really too much of a concern for Kelly.
No. Nicely played. Needs to make sure she gets a good angle on the 7 here to get to the 8.
This is the most determined that I've seen Kelly so far.
She looks very, very focused. We have to also remember she's hot off being a world champion of Hayball down in Australia, the land down under. So she's switched game. And it is quite remarkable when you you know, Hayball is a hybrid of pool and snooker. It's played on
Mm-hmm.
a 9-foot snooker table with pool balls, playing 8-ball, and to switch games like she's done is quite incredible.
So, Kelly is got world championships in 3 different disciplines then?
She's got snooker, billiards, pool, and now Hayball.
So 4.
Multi-world champion
Yeah.
in different games.
Very impressive. Are you going to start playing hayball?
I
so
don't
you
know.
can-
See, that's upsetting me a little bit now.
That's what I wonder.
No, I think I'm past that now. I'm 10 years older than Kelly and I'm not getting any younger. But I would say it would have suited my game back in the day if I'd come from snooker to play Hayball.
Yeah. And that's something with the hybrid of the 2 games, Kelly says it seems to suit her.
Mm-hmm.
She enjoys it. So I'm sure we'll be seeing more of Kelly in the hayball.
Oh yeah, she's got plans to keep playing that game. So you hope that all the events don't clash,
Mm-hmm.
so we get to see her and everything. But anyway, she took that frame, and it's Jasmin to break. And let's see what Jasmin, if she does the same thing as she did before, or she works on this break to get that 1 ball in the side pocket. The 1 ball came up high last time, didn't it? Past the side pocket.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I'm sure at the moment Jasmin is thinking about this in her chair, making a decision about what she needs to do to make the adjustment. All these ladies with their different colored break sticks now, the
Oh,
Predator
yes.
sponsored ladies.
The orange and the lime.
Yeah. Because Brittany just showed me the orange yesterday, and then both these ladies have the lime green. Pia has the pink.
Yeah.
I think Christina does as well. So it's fun seeing all the colors. Oh, she got it.
Yeah, she made a good adjustment.
I feel as though she may have taken a bit of the speed off the
She
break.
has to, yeah, because she likes to hit the balls hard, and she's one of the best at breaking hard. But this rack doesn't require that, so it's harder for her to adjust, I think, because she just loves to really kill the balls when she breaks. She's got one of the greatest techniques, I think, for it too.
Absolutely. Oh, Zlateva's in the chat. She said 5 disciplines.
She's got, well, she's talking about the different different world championships within the sports. So she's got billiards, snooker, world 10 ball, world 9 ball, and hayball.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks, KZ. We'll be at her home turf in January for the Iron City Billiards.
Alabama.
Yep. Michael and staff are wonderful, and Christina promotes that event beautifully. So
Yeah,
we like going there.
it's a terrific ballroom, isn't it? Nice and big, plenty of room around the tables. Always enjoy going there.
So what's the move here? What is she? Is she going after the combination?
Oh, I didn't even see that. I think so. That's a good view. I think I played a combo here.
Yeah, and I try to remind people when they watch at home and you see these combinations,
Oh, I see what she's doing. Sorry, she was
looking at
looking
the
at
safety.
skinnying off the side of the. Maybe she didn't like that because she has to use a bridge, possibly, but thinning off the side, letting the 3 hit the 8 and go behind the 7. No, she didn't catch that well. Needed thinner than that. That's a poor safety. You can't afford to do that against Kelly either. You know, you've got to really knuckle down and give her no air.
At this stage of the event, definitely you want to minimize as many mistakes as possible.
And she's found herself in trouble now.
Yeah, if you don't execute your safety properly, they'll give it back to you, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You will get punished.
Not a terribly easy kick here because she's blocked the side rails, I do believe. Or can she get by that 5? If she can get by there, then that would be the way to go. Beautiful hit. Really nice hit.
Oh, get in
Nearly made it.
there. I was like, go.
Yeah, we do love a good kick. I do love it when you kick and make the ball.
Yeah, earlier, the ladies, they would keep shooting at this two ball and it just kept staying in the pocket at multiple racks in a row. And we were like, there's a little gremlin in that pocket. The two ball is not allowed to go in there. And then Kelly kicked in a couple balls and her last match on the feature table. Both these ladies have such big skill sets. They can jump well, kick well, execute safeties well. It's just so fun to watch. Big, powerful strokes.
Yep, they've got it all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a little short there. I still expect her to make it, but it's a little bit more tricky, isn't it? Twice across, I think. There, she's pointing a cue where she would like that cue ball to hit, I think. Touch of right English on the cue ball.
Wow, what a very steep cut on the 6.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, I thought that was going to drop.
Oh, it's that pocket again.
Yeah. Do you know what size the pockets are here? Are they 4.5 or?
So, okay. So typically when Diamond brings us the tables, they are 4.5. But I think these are 4.25.
Do you?
I just do. I mean, even from playing on them and then watching some of the things that are happening, they're not standard pockets. I feel like they're a little bit tighter.
Well, the things with diamond tables is they have a very deep shelf too, and that tends to make balls hold up a little bit. That was a good shot. She navigated through the 8 and the 9 ball there. This is she's got to strike this well because it's a thinner cut than it looks, I think. And she's got to hold that cue ball, but I think a 2 railer here, let the cue ball run. 1, 2. It's hard to hit that shot soft, so soft.
You take a huge chance at decelerating in your stroke.
Yes.
Trying to roll these balls in.
Yeah. She could go around the table, of course, too. Yeah, she let her stroke out. That was a really nice play. Let's see if she's got the legs to get in between now. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Great shot.
Looking right down the barrel. The fans appreciate that shot.
See, some people watching may have rolled that, but it's nice to watch what the players are thinking here, using the rails. That was a very natural shot to play for speed control.
Interesting choice there. Just playing the stop and accepting the longer shot on the 9.
I thought the same thing there. She was just off straight, wasn't she? Obviously didn't like the draw back to get on it and just took the medicine there. Nicely played.
All right, so Jasmin putting in the work there, swinging that cue ball around on the 7, getting in the golden window of the 8, leading to a nice stop shot on the 9. 2-1 in her favor. Remember, everyone, we are doing the Sunday Swag contest. After this one, after the finals match, we will draw. We have some great gifts available. I'll probably do 3 names. I have a cue ball signed by Cheska Centeno and Jasmin Ouschan, the finalist from the Women's World 8-Ball Championships last July. I have a canvas photo of Margaret Fefalova-Steyer that is quite large, so I think people will enjoy that, as well as a set of the perfect rack signed by quite a few of the ladies here at this event, and a nice pocket chalk holder thing.
Magnetic.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. It's made out of beautiful wood. So if you're interested in that, for every $20 donation, I'll add you to the list, and we'll draw the name after the finals. All right, Kelly Fisher to break.
There it goes again.
And she's got a nice starting shot on the 2.
It's really nice to see the consistency in a break when it's done right, isn't it? When you get the players that every time, without fail, they make it, that one ball in the side pocket.
I think it's been interesting too that because we don't know where the balls are going to land and it's a random rack and your opponent's racking for you every time, we're seeing more back and forth interchanges between the players in these tournaments now. And I think for the fans, that's an added bonus.
Yeah, we're getting a lot more closer matches, aren't we?
And you're not just seeing run out after run out. Like, it's pretty interesting. Not saying at this point in the tournament we're not going to see run out after run out, but typically throughout the event, you're seeing a lot more back and forth movement between the players in the early stages of the racks. This looks pretty good for Kelly.
Yeah, it's really a perfect scenario.
Kelly is a Predator-sponsored player. She's also sponsored by Jingshui Tables, Horo Tips, and Jam Up Apparel. She's got some good companies supporting her in what she loves to do. Actually, all 3 finalists are Predator-sponsored players.
They must be doing something right.
Well, they're picking the right players,
They're picking
that's
the
for
right
sure.
players. She's got such a clean stroke. I mean, she's been a great snooker player in her time, and I think it's translated very well into pool and table. And more importantly, recently, she's been working on a mental side of her game with a guy from Scotland, and it's Q Sports Hub, I think.
Yeah, I was looking for that in her bio sheet because I've seen her talk about it, and it's not in there. She needs to update. Kelly Fisher, if you ever hear this,
Yeah.
you need to update your bio with me, please.
So she equaled it out 2-2, won her serve, break and run.
Well done. There was a question in the chat, Allison. Are you still a Mez-sponsored player?
I am indeed. I am.
I really like the Air Drive 3.
Yeah, they make a nice cue, or cues, I should say, all of them.
Had I realized how much I liked that jump cue, I probably would have purchased that instead of the one that I did purchase. But maybe down the road, I'll snatch one up.
What did you get?
I ended up with the Air Rush, and because I talked to Brittany, and she's like, "Oh, try mine," and I did, and I liked it, you know, and I do like it. I think it's a great jump cue. But then I spent a little time talking to Caroline and Christina, and then I've seen you guys jumping with it, and I'm like,
I'm looking at your face right now.
I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't do the proper research. But both cues are fantastic, so you can't really go wrong. I think it's just preference. All right, Jasmin, Ouschan to break. The score is tied 2-2. This is a race to 8. All right, she makes the 1, misses the 3 in the corner. Might get a look on the 2.
I was going to say, notice the 2 ball was placed at the back right of the rack there. And that's what happens, is the 1 goes in the side, the 2 stays down this end of the table, and that's the goal of your racking for your opponent, to separate the balls as much as possible.
This is by far Jasmin's best break of the match. A little bit tough getting started. How do you navigate this when you're kind of straight and long?
I was
And
just thinking about that. She hasn't had the easiest of starts. I mean, she's grabbed her games, but we're not talking run out pool, are we, at the moment? She's still a little cold out there.
Mhm.
So this is quite a big shot. That was nicely played. And she sort of just took the make of the ball because there wasn't any easy position there. And maybe play a really good safety here.
Something to pay mention to for the fans at home that watch these matches and hopes to learn something. Sometimes you just have to make the ball and accept the safety option for your next shot.
Yeah, just be patient. She could roll up behind the 8 here, send the 3 cross table. There you go. Nicely played. See, and patience does pay off. But if it's like a 50-50 shot of defence versus attack, I'm going to go attack. So you try and just play percentages.
Yeah, I always say if the safety is just as difficult as the shot, sometimes you just might as well go for the shot.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than a poor safety and you sell out when you could have possibly made the shot.
Absolutely. There was a question in the chat from Ken Furtaw. Yes, Ken, we did receive your donation. Thank you so much.
I do love the pictures of the players on the canvas. Very nice.
It is cool.
Really,
huh?
really nice.
Yeah. We have a Dean, our president here at the WPBA. He had some canvases made of some of the players, and we've raffled some off on site. And then he gave me one for the Sunday swag because we obviously have thousands of fans at home as well. So big shout out to Dean for getting that done for us. A wonderful photo of Margarita Fefalova-Steyer, and she has signed it. It is autographed, so I think it's worth every penny in donations.
Oh, what a kick that was. That was a beauty, wasn't it? Got right behind it, hit it full in the face, and consequently the cue ball stuck there, which was really nice. Now, is she going to cut it? It's tricky because you'd have to spin it to get to the 4. She could separate the balls again, hit it kind of in a straight line. But I think this is a two-way shot, safety. Oh no, maybe she's doing it the other way around. I'm not quite sure what she's picking here. Yeah, the split the balls. That was a really nice pace. Can she get by there, Lonnie? Will she ever take another look? Yeah, she's left an edge. Enough for Kelly to spin down, put lots of right hand spin on the ball, and send that cue ball back down table. And here's a little thing really on the safety shot. She's a little short there, but manage the balls. Sometimes if you think about both balls, you leave something easy. So it's important to at least manage one of the balls.
Yeah, and Jasmine, it's kind of like Groundhog's Day. We're in the same position, right back where we started.
Yeah, trying a slightly different angle there. I think she's left an edge again.
Just a hair off. Couple ball rotations. Jasmine doesn't have the speed just yet.
No, another thin hit. 2-railer. Send that 3 down back behind the 8. Oh no, she played the... Ooh, I'm surprised. Not sure about that choice. Not sure. It's all great if it goes, but I think there was still a good safety there.
Yeah, she got a little fortunate, and Jasmine is doubled up on the 3-4 here. Kelly's swinging at that bank, not really controlling much of anything there.
No, got away with it a little bit too, didn't she? That she didn't leave Jasmin a shot here. But that's 9-ball. That's the way it goes.
Absolutely. I always say, too, not only do you have to play well to win tournaments, but you also have to get a little fortunate. You're never going to win a tournament just getting lucky, and you're never going to win a tournament just playing great.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
You do need luck.
Yeah, you have to have a little bit of both. Question in the chat. WPBA, we noticed that the top 4 women in this tournament are relatively young. From our perspective, has the average age of the elite women players changed over time on tour?
I think so, definitely. I think it's a natural change, isn't it? I mean, the information that's out there now, there's a lot of great players who are young and training every day, and I just think that's natural to happen.
I would also agree. I think that the information available makes it easier at a younger age to get the seasoning that it would take you years to get.
I've known Jasmin. I met her in Austria when she was 7 years old, and she was playing then. I played her a couple of games, and you could see her attitude. She didn't like losing. You know, she was only 7 though, but you could see that she had that competitive spirit there. And we're seeing lots of young players here who travel around to tournaments, because a lot of these kids now are homeschooled, aren't they? So they don't go to physical school, they're online, and they can do what they love, which, you know, a lot of them are playing pool, and it's just a different life now.
My parents would have never let me be homeschooled to play
Me
pool.
neither.
It's crazy,
Me
the
neither.
difference.
But it's a different generation, a different world, and I think COVID affected a lot of that.
I would agree with that. Absolutely.
I would love to have gone travelling around with my parents playing, but also I think it's important to have a life outside of it too.
Absolutely. I would say that these young ladies, their passports have more stamps than mine, and I'm almost 50. Yeah.
We better get travelling, Lonnie.
Oh, I don't even want to know what your passport looks like.
Oh, I love to travel. I
You've
do.
been all over.
I enjoy it. I'm a bit of an adventurer. I love it.
My husband and I actually booked a trip to Alaska in July, and unfortunately, it may very well fall on top of the World 8 Ball.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to Alaska. Like, there's not even a question. I gave them forewarning not to book the World Championships on those dates.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm dead serious. They knew.
Oh.
So I can't control that, though. I mean, that's all subject to promoters. And so I have to make a decision, and I'm going to go to Alaska.
I don't blame you. Missing a tournament's not going to change your life.
Nope.
That's the way I feel now, too.
Missing Alaska might.
Exactly.
All right, so a good starting shot there into the side pocket. Back to the match. Kelly steep on the 5, but as long as she comes 2 rails underneath that 6, she should be okay. Oh, I thought she'd go under it. I thought she was too steep for that.
And she's got a nice angle to come straight down table to play the 7 in the side pocket.
Absolutely. And this is where I feel as though Kelly is acclimating a little better than Jasmin, because she's got the speed down a little more, I believe.
Think so. She seems to adjust a little bit better, doesn't
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I actually think probably in games played, I would believe that Kelly would be ahead of Jasmin in matches played too. I think she's the favourite.
Do you think that's something to do with style, or what do you think that is? Because obviously they're both world champion players.
I think a little bit of style. I think the acclimatising, Kelly maybe does a little bit better. They're great shot makers, both of them. I feel like maybe Jasmin makes a couple more errors than Kelly overall. But I think, again, the break is a little bit of a factor too.
Well, and now I will tell you that when Kelly played Savannah, she had 3 dry breaks. And since then, I feel like she's kind of pulled that back in, really put the time in, made some adjustments. And now Kelly is coming at us with a much more solid break than when we seen her early in the event. Jasmin feels a little off on the break still at this stage of the tournament.
Yeah, I don't think she's quite got that consistency with this rack. And her style of play.
Yeah, so both of these ladies, though, they have to be a bit jet laggy.
Well, they've both travelled from far and wide, and you know, Jasmin's from Austria and Kelly's flown in from, I'm not sure if she's coming from Australia or if she's coming from Taiwan, or it's definitely a long trip for both.
And both of those trips are really, really long. Like Australia's a 24-hour trip back to the US, isn't it?
Yeah, I think she's coming from Taiwan
Okay.
via Australia. Australia, yeah.
Got it. All right, Kelly Fisher to break. The score is 3-2 in her
Oh,
favor.
look at that. The one ball didn't go on the side.
Gave her the old jinx.
But she did make a ball. I think she made the wing ball but can't get through to the one. So she nabbed that game and had the break in her favour and is left like this. So she kind of got the advantage. That was a little turning point.
So if she can see the edge of the one, obviously I would assume that Kelly will look for a safe space. If she cannot, will she just push here?
Yes. There's no good jump or anything like that. It's not worth that. So a push out would be the play. And a push out is like a safety shot, really. You've got to like what you put the opponent in, but also the opponent has the option to take the shot. So you don't want to get yourself in trouble, but she's playing that push out. And she could get herself in trouble here. It just depends how Jasmin chooses to play this.
I always say that I feel like the push shot is a bit of a double-edged sword because you're kind of forced to do it so you don't foul. But at the same time, you know that you're putting your opponent into a position where they're just going to do to you what you intended to do to them. It's very disturbing.
Yeah, it's a horrible shot, really. It's not
is.
my favourite shot, the push out.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't feel very positive.
No, not at all. I'm glad I'm not fouling, right? But at the same time, you're just waiting for it to happen to you. Although overhit quite a bit, I call that the Allison Fisher safety. You play that safety regularly.
The two railer with lots of spin?
Yeah, and then you put it on the top short rail and bring the cue down to the lower.
Right.
You do that often, and I see that shot. I actually learned that from watching you play.
Oh, good. Well, that was it. She played it nice. I mean, she landed on the 6 ball. Is that the 6 ball there?
It is, yeah.
So that helped her because Kelly's going to be elevated now, and this isn't easy by any means. You know, if you catch a little bit of spin, hit the ball slightly left or right, you're going to curve that cue ball. So this is very tricky.
I wonder what Kelly is up to. She's trying to figure it out.
It's not easy.
Mm-mm.
I mean, she could try and make it, and she'd leave herself a slice on that 2 ball, a long one. There's not an easy safe here, is there? I mean, she could try and play up behind the 8, but the 1 ball's not very controlled like that. So she came off the right side. Dangerous. I think she got away with that.
She did. And I also think that that's another point that we had made earlier, is that when the safety's just as hard as the shot, sometimes you might as well just go for it.
Yeah. I don't think there would have been any harm maybe in playing that shot, trying to make it, because if you miss it, the one lands on the side rail, cue ball on the top rail.
I think Jasmin may have just the right side, the very edge of that one. Cue ball will be tracking in a similar position, though. Same path.
Yeah, it's hard to get the cue ball out of there, going running around the table. It's just not the angle. So let's see what she chooses here.
What about the kick?
I was going to say it's a tricky going off the top rail. You're leaving an element of luck here. There's not an easy kick to get a safety. I always think with 1 rail kicks, it's very tricky.
It is. A tip left or right on the cue ball can make all the difference.
Yeah, there wasn't any win there, so to
Mm-mm.
speak. You know, if you're going to go for that shot, I'd have probably hit it hard because I don't think there was any control of that shot. So anyway, back to the Kelly situation, she got away with that, and as you know, she played a nice shot there. That was nicely controlled, nice speed control. So she's back in command.
Yeah, the cue ball rolled just enough for forward that she's not cueing awkwardly over the three. Should come one rail across for the three ball.
That was nice.
I think Kelly's got the best stun stroke in the business.
Oh, for sure. That's one of her favourite shots.
She
Shots down the rail too, the cut shots that are controlled. Yeah, she doesn't necessarily move the cue ball around a lot like some other players. And that's definitely from the other games that she's played, the other disciplines. As little movement as possible.
Now, Allison, I know that you know Kelly really well. Um, do you think there's any determination in Kelly's uh, situation right here in this particular matchup to get back to Pia because Pia put her on the B side?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
You always want to do better than the player that you lost to.
There you go.
Right, there's a little goal. Get further than them, have little goals, and then obviously get the big goal to win the tournament.
Absolutely.
But she just loves to win. I mean, who doesn't? But she's just got that nature of so competitive nature.
All right, so a good look at the 9 in this lower right-hand corner for Kelly Fisher to extend her lead by 2. There you go.
Nicely done.
4-2 over Jasmin Ouschan. Want to remind everyone too, we do have these particular ball sets that we're using at this event for sale. $390 shipped inside the continental United States. Obviously, they've been previously used by the ladies of the WPBA. Go to WPBA.com/store if you'd like to purchase these sets. We'd rather ship them out of here than take them home with us, so go ahead and jump on that. It's a good deal. You cannot get that set of balls, the pink 4 and the orange 5. You cannot get that set anywhere cheaper than where we're offering them to you. So if that's something you think you might need, let us help you with that.
It's a perfect time of year. Christmas coming up.
Yep. If you got anyone who's got a man cave or a she shed,
That's funny.
that has a pool table in it, it's the perfect accessory. So Allison, your pool room at your home, is it on like the main level? Is it in your basement?
It's a basement.
It's a basement?
Yeah.
Do you have a walkout into a yard? Or?
I do.
So, okay,
Yeah.
that's nice.
It is really nice. Very lucky.
Absolutely.
I have a Brunswick sitting there and soon to be the Gold Crown 7, which has just come out.
What a beautiful table.
Yes. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to getting that.
It is absolutely stunning. Brunswick doing big things, bringing back that famous brand.
Yeah, it's been missing over the years,
Yeah,
hasn't it? It's
kinda
been
just
neglected.
disappeared.
Neglected. And so I'm really pleased to see such a company, an iconic company, come back into the business really strongly.
Yeah, and they're definitely iconic, without question. I mean, the argument has always been what's the better table, right? Diamond, Brunswick,
They play differently.
Ouschan.
They all play differently. And, you know, some are lean towards the more furniture tables, some are commercial. But they're all great tables. You can't really go wrong.
No, it's so preferential. I think they're all wonderful. I have an Ouschan. I have a diamond.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just got a new diamond 9-footer. I have a diamond 7-foot.
Fabulous.
I don't have a cool basement with a walkout though. Mine's a room that was built on attached to my garage.
Hey, whatever works.
Yeah, it's a good room.
Yeah. And the diamond tables are really nice too. There's something to really get acclimatized to because, as I said earlier, they have that deep shelf, so some shots become a bit tricky. The gold crown, the new gold crown, you can have different size pockets too. You can choose. I think there's 4 different sizes you can choose it in, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah, it is.
Customize it a little bit. And they've put in the Artemis rails too.
So I know that you weren't at the World 8-Ball Championship, but the tournament, the Ouschan tournament series tables, they played well. They had the rails were maybe just a tad softer than what we're used to on the diamonds, but other than that, they had flush pockets and it was very well constructed. I really enjoyed playing on those tables at the World Championships.
So they've just come out with the commercial table. Would that be a commercial table?
That's probably it.
Yeah. Yeah, I missed that tournament. I'm sorry I didn't get to play in that.
Well, we missed you.
Oh, thank you. It looked fantastic.
It was wonderful. The venue, Oneida Casino and Hotel, was fabulous. They were great hosts. It was a great event. Yeah.
It's nice to have a World Championships in America.
Yeah, and we ought to go to Lambeau Field. I mean,
Yeah.
I got to meet Kraft, who's a Packers football player. He didn't like me much because I'm a huge Lions fan.
Did you tell him?
Absolutely. I said, I can't hug you or take your picture.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm a Lions fan. He goes, "Ooh, you're the worst fan."
Oh, that is funny.
We had some jokes going back and forth.
So back to the game. We better get back to the game.
Yes.
Jasmin just missed an opportunity there, but has landed safe against Kelly. So, but really, she wants to get going. She hasn't really, got going, has she? In a few balls in a row. Nothing's happening for her at the moment.
Yeah, I would say that Jazz is just a little off compared to yesterday and a lot of things. I mean, it's a tough fade, these tournaments. So,
yeah, and the funny thing is, you can play fantastic one day and come out the next day and just be slow to start or just never get into gear. It's the strangest game like that.
it is. All right. Just got another look at it, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit of an escape there too, isn't it, from Kelly? That could have been an easier leave. She did play to cut it, but didn't play to hit it that hard, I think, with the jump there. And when you're feeling a little bit off, I mean, some days you could just get up there and slice it down the rail. Other days you're like, oh, that looks so difficult.
I agree with that. I think everyone would agree with that. And it's nice to hear someone of your stature say that in our sport, because I think people at home beat themselves up or a little self-sabotaging, not realizing that we all go through that.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great choice of shot there.
That's great.
Yeah. You don't need to be aggressive when you're struggling a little bit either. You want to play yourself in and try and contain the game. Be patient.
Yes, patience is a virtue.
It's what they say.
All right, so Kelly looks like she may be going to the air again. Oh, she can see this.
No, I think she's
Is she jumping?
lining it up.
Okay, I'm going to
Here
a
we
different
go.
view so I can see more.
Yeah. I think she's going to try and make this in that right pocket. Yeah, she hit it wide. So let's see if she gets away with this one. All right, there you go. So Jasmin earned that opportunity. Let's see if she can capitalise on this. Still, a bit of distance. And is she just going to sort of settle for making the shot and leaving a long two? Or is she going to try and draw it back, get a bit closer? It's not an easy start.
No, but it could definitely be a bit of a confidence booster.
Definitely.
I mean, if she hits the sweet spot on this shot, it could really help her confidence level, and I think that would be great and good timing for Jasmin.
Not quite where she wanted to. Still a sweet stroke. She hit it well, but she didn't quite get a hold of it like she wanted. And again, she's in that sort of tricky position, isn't she? To get back to the 3.
Yeah, a bit of the in-between angle.
Yeah, the 50-yard line.
There you go.
We're using a shot clock here, aren't we?
40 seconds.
40-second shot clock.
And they do get one 40-second extension per rack and 60 seconds after the break. A little quick on that.
She actually played it like that. If you notice where she was lining up the cue, she wasn't going for the 2.
Yeah.
She was just trying to get a good safety for spinning it around the rails. I don't think she wanted to catch the 3. I think she wanted to get behind the 5. But she's given Kelly a little opportunity again here.
It's I'm a
Wow.
little bit in shock because, to be honest, I think this is the most innings I've ever seen the two of them competing against each other that I have been, blessed to watch. I've never seen them at the table so many times.
Yeah, just sometimes in a match you get that odd game that just runs a little bit funny. Neither here nor there in position, and a little bit tricky. Nothing easy.
Jasmin and Kaylee had a 20-minute back and forth match.
Really?
Like a rack in their match last night. So I feel as though Jasmin is, she's fighting tooth and nail.
Yeah, meaning she's not really in the flow of her own game. And the last 2 shots Kelly just played were fantastic. She sliced that 2 down the round. Look at that inch perfect shot she just played.
Beautiful.
She's really cueing very, very well.
Yeah, she's finding the little windows nicely.
Yes. I wanted to be over another inch or 2 there, just as we say that. Because look at where the 7 is in relation to the 5 now.
Yeah.
Does it go by the 9?
I don't know. I don't think it
so.
does.
She's just lining it up to see it. It might squeeze by. They're quite tricky when you have these balls close together like that. She's come up a bit short. You can see, look at the disappointment there.
That's 2 shots in a row that Kelly's just kind of stayed down on the shot. Like, what is going on right now? It's nice to see a little bit of character, though. I think that's the one thing about the ladies when we're playing in the WPBA events. They show a lot of themselves, and it's fun for the fans at home. I know for me as a fan, it's interesting to see them, as human.
Yeah.
So it's nice, but
we all make mistakes.
Absolutely. All right, so if she's shooting at this, she's got just a portion of the pocket.
That was a great shot. How accurate.
Wow, so
a blind
good.
pocket with a ball there.
Yeah, the fans in the room definitely enjoyed that.
That's really, you've got to trust your stroke on a shot like that and your alignment. This is a really big game. I don't see Jasmin coming back from here, actually.
Well, at this point in the match, if there's going to be a momentum shift, it's right now. Jasmin's going to take her break. While Jasmin does that, I'm going to throw out a couple commercials. Allie and I are going to stand up and stretch out. You guys, thank you for watching. This is WPBA Billiards on YouTube.
In real estate, just like in pool, the setup is everything. When I play pool, I don't just focus on the ball in front of me. I'm planning my next shot. Selling your home works the same way. It's not about putting a sign in the yard. It's about positioning you for the next move, whether it's a quick sale, top dollar, or finding a dream home. With the right strategy, we don't just take the shot, we run the table. Let's line up your winning shot today.
Do you need a set of billiard balls? Well, we may have just what you need. Aramith billiard balls are the benchmark used in tournaments worldwide, whether it be billiards, snooker, carom, or other disciplines. In order to be the best, you need to shoot with the best. Aramith billiard balls do make the difference. We currently have them on sale, previously used by the ladies of the WPBA. $390 shipped inside the continental USA. To purchase them, go to WPBA.com. Aramith Black, $460, includes shipping inside the continental USA. While supplies last, go to WPBA.com to purchase. Aramith ball sets have the premium resin with Vitrotech technology that hardens the surface for durable brightness. These ball sets were used one time previously at the 2025 Women's World 8-Ball Championships. Remember, the best always use the best.
There we go again. Welcome back from the little break that both players had there. Kelly's leading 5-2 over Jasmin Ouschan and got that one in the side and has a shot on the 2. She made 3 balls on the break there.
I know she's getting stronger and stronger in the breaking. Now here, what do you do with this, Allison? I mean, it's very steep. She's got can she hold the cue ball?
She could. She could definitely hold it. And I think she's going to. She's been playing well. She's seems to be getting the speed down a lot better. Her shot making's fantastic. Ooh, she just undercut that slightly. And did lose a cue ball quite a bit
I was
there.
going to say, neither one nothing really worked. She missed the ball and didn't hold the cue.
Yeah, it's more of a draggy type shot if you're going to go for that. Again, there's nothing easy here. Of course, Jasmin has a shot, but to get back down for the 3 ball is tricky.
Yeah, she would have to hit this with some solid pace.
Yeah.
Go all the way back up table and then come back down and miss the 7 and the 9.
Let's see what happens. Has she found that gap? It stayed on that tangent line path, didn't it? The cue ball.
Sure did.
She's just going to split the balls here. I think that's the play.
Right, so I'm pretty sure Kelly's can see the 3 there. I don't think that's a good hook, but maybe not much offensively.
Yeah, I think Kelly just played a cue ball to the back rail. I mean, there is obviously a bank on there, but it's hard to get on the 5 ball from that position. And I think I would contain the game at this point if I'm 5-2 ahead. I don't need to be aggressive with this shot. Well, nicely played. That's a good speed. She's got a nice snooker there on Jasmin. She might choose to go in the air. I'm not sure, but she's quite close to the rail.
Yeah, what the distance the 9 is from the cue ball, she may have to land on the 3.
Yeah, this is a long jump. So not quite as elevated as if you were close up. So less elevation for the longer jump and the harder hit. Oh, she hit too thin. It's just not working out for her, is it, really, at the moment?
No, and to be fair, she almost seems so unsettled. I don't know if she's going to pull it back around or not.
Yeah, I just don't think she's had really great opportunities to get going. And that is always tough because you're kind of cold, aren't you, every time you get to the table?
Yeah.
I think Kelly can spin this.
Wow.
Yeah, she put a lot of right-hand spin on that and threw that ball in. It's nice with the 5 hanging, of course.
Mm-hmm. Very good shot. Although I'm sure she didn't want the rub on the 7. It's worked out just fine.
Yeah, it's changed her angle, though, hasn't it, a little bit for the 6. She could go 3 rails down for the 7 in the side if she wants. She could go 2 rails, but leave a sort of funny angle on the 7. I like running around the table here, I think.
Well, and by going to the 3rd rail, she also can really just come all the way through the shot.
Yeah.
I wondered if she could just stun it to the right rail and back out, accept a longer shot on the 7 with the 9 being fairly simple.
Yeah, she doesn't like it. Look, she's overrun
Mhm.
it a little bit. She's not happy with that. I mean, I still, with her ability, expect her to make it, but it's not as easy as it could have been.
Yeah. Pool players, we have a tendency to be perfectionists. And if you're not perfect, you're complaining about it.
That's a nice shot.
Well played. The 9 sits pretty good in front of this lower right-hand corner, extending her lead with this 9 ball. All right, Kelly takes it down 6-2 over Jasmin Ouschan. Kelly will also be racking, so Jasmin will be breaking. Technically, it's a 6-2 race.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a spot to
Yeah.
give Kelly Fisher.
Yeah, exactly. I think, like we said, the way Kelly's breaking and Jasmin not getting going, it's almost a one-sided match, this.
Yeah, a little lopsided, I would say. The winner of this match will be headed into the finals against none other than the killer herself, Miss Pia Filler.
Yeah, and what a great tournament she's having. Right, Jasmin back to the table. This is a very big deficit to try and get back on Kelly. Kelly's playing so strongly at the moment. A lot of things have to go wrong for Kelly, for Jasmin to get back in this game. She hit that pretty square in the face and no balls dropped. That's not usually the way to hit this break. It's usually a cut break. But not left Kelly anything easy. Now, it'd be nice if she could send the 1 ball round the back of the 5 and the 2. I'm not sure she can see enough of that. If not, she's going to play thin off the 1 and try and use the 2 ball. Oh, that was a nice shot. Jasmin has a really good chance at making this ball and possibly getting position here if she catches it right. Of course, her brother is one of the greatest kickers in the world and safety players at Ouschan. So let's see if she's learned a few things off of Albin. Nice shot. Very nice shot. Made that look very easy. I think Kelly will find herself in a bit of trouble here with that 5 ball. Again, you know, Jasmin's just overrun that a little bit, and these are the things where you have a chance to get going. It's not quite working out. That was a nicely played shot. Great safety shot from Jasmin there. And if you haven't looked on the YouTube channel, Jasmin has a really great YouTube channel and you can learn a lot. It's really fun, really educated, and tune into that because you can learn a lot about the game and you'll see the other side of Jasmin, the lighter side, and it's very entertaining. Well, Kelly tried to kick thin on that ball, but caught it a little thicker than planned and now has left Jasmin an opportunity to go 2 rails off this 2 to the 3, leave an angle on the 3 to stun across for the 4. This is what she's been waiting for. Doesn't want to be straight in here. And I think she has landed pretty straight. She needed to be on that side rail, closer to the side rail, to leave that angle for a natural stun shot across. It's so tough when you get games like this where you just can't get in that rhythm and flow. I was just talking about the Jasmin's YouTube channel. Have you seen any of those?
She is a riot.
Yeah, they're
Like-
fun. A lot of work. She does it all herself.
Oh, really?
She does it all herself. A lot of fun, though.
That's quite impressive because they are very funny. And if you pay very close attention, she has all these little innuendos, like she'll drop something and then it'll say subscribe. It's very cute. I tell people all the time when Jasmin's on the stream to go check her YouTube channel out. Lots of good content there. It's very smart, actually.
Yes, it is. It's very, very well done. Very well thought out. That was a really nice little shot. It's just a soft draw there and taking the tougher 4. She looks like she's putting high left English on this, running the cue ball around. Well, yeah, from above it looked different, didn't it? I was just saying, Lonnie, she's been waiting for this chance. She played a great safety earlier.
Yeah, she's been patient. It
Yeah.
hasn't exactly been a stellar match for Jasmin. She's, just sitting there kind of biding her time, waiting for something to go in her favor. Oh, a little straight on this still.
Yeah, it's a funky little shot, isn't it? The 50-yard line again. You've got to stroke this really nicely to get into that rail right. That was really nice. Considering she hasn't been at the table, she struck that really well.
Absolutely. A lot of times players will miss the shot trying to force an angle, and Jasmin executed that beautifully. Once again, positioning the cue ball nicely on that 8 ball. Will she just draw this to the right side of the table?
I think so. In and out, and play the 9 ball into that low left pocket as we look at it. Just a little bit encumbered by the 9 ball there. That was nicely played. Perfect.
Looking straight down the barrel of this 9 ball to take a rack back in this match. Try to stop the bleed a little. 6-3, still in Kelly's favor. I want to take a second just to say thank you to Ken Furtaw, Dustin Erickson, Jim Walker, and Amy Bauman for their donations to the Sunday Swag. Thank you guys for supporting the WPBA. We will draw after the finals. We'll do spin the wheel, we've decided.
Excellent.
It'll be fun. We'll let Allie push the button.
Yeah. No bias.
Yeah, so a good rack for Jasmin there. And it's like Kelly will be breaking, though.
Yeah. I mean, she's just got to hope for some errors, I think.
Someone had said earlier about miking the players, and I thought, no, that would be disastrous.
Well, we don't really say much when
We
we're out
don't.
there. It'd be very boring, I think. Because we used to do that on ESPN. When we were on ESPN back in the classic days, in the 1900s, we used to do that, and not much was said. I mean, you had the occasional players like Jeanette and Vivian who were more involved with the crowd.
A little more animated.
Yeah, a little more animated.
She misses the one in the side.
Cue ball, look at the cue ball.
All right, so this may be the start on Jasmin's comeback.
You know, Kelly did that against Margaret in one of her crucial games towards the end of the match. She was 6-4 up, and I think she left a shot and then scratched on the break, and it started to go wrong. And fortunately, she got back to the table in the last game when Margaret missed that 3-ball to win. So she escaped potential doom.
It's amazing how one simple error can completely shift the momentum of a match. And I think sometimes as a player, and I would assume that you would agree here, Allison, when it happens, you almost know you just did it.
Mm-hmm. True.
Like you're like, oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
I'm going to fade this one.
It's true. But like I said earlier, Kelly's one of the best at coming back and finishing a match. And she did that. She got, you know, Margaret left her a very long shot on a 3 and she made it and ran out.
And it was a very good shot, actually. I know a lot of the fans at home had actually watched that because I switched the camera over to their match
Perfect.
to catch the end of it. And it was a good shot on a 3.
I think over the last few years, Jasmin's mental game has gone up incredibly. I think she's worked really hard on that because you used to see her sort of slouch in the chair a little bit more, you know, if she missed a few balls, get a little more upset. And that's completely changed. And consequently, her results have too. She's had a great start, I think, to this year. I think she won the first couple of events. She won the World 8-ball event in the summer months.
Yeah.
And she's been very, very consistent with all the rest of the events.
Well, I'm sure, you know, at this point in her career, she knows exactly who she is in our sport. And that comes with a lot of calmness and, you know, confidence.
Age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wasn't going to say that, Jasmin. It wasn't me.
In a good way, because she's been around for many, many years.
Yeah.
But the experience and the aging has been a good thing because she's played plenty of pool. And it's like, I liken it to people like Federer and Djokovic. When they were young, they didn't act very well on court. You know, they had their little tantrums. But with age, they became like champions and great sportsmen.
Absolutely.
So I think it's just seasoning for some players and conditioning and doing everything right. Learning yourself, what you like, you know, what makes you tick, and doing all the right things. Working on the parts, as does Christina Tkach. She's currently #1 in the world in the WPA rankings, and she's worked very hard on her mental game.
Oh, and you can see it. I mean, I know that all the fans at home, they watch so intently because they want to, you know, they want to learn from these ladies. And Christina, you can just really see her do all the work. She has breathing techniques, and you'll see her at the table just kind of take a nice breath, and you can see that she's working through all the issues. And
she's been grinding a lot of matches out from behind and just staying patient and staying in the present, which is what you need to do at this game. And that's what Jasmin's doing right now. She's landed a little bit straight on this 8-ball than she would have liked. But I'm starting to see a little bit more flow now in her game.
well, now would be the time to do it.
That's a beautiful shot.
Yeah, it's very well executed. 2 rails out of the corner. A little bit steep on this 9, but she's going to do all the work behind it.
Making sure she takes a good look, aligns her body, and stays committed.
All right, taking another one back. Jasmin Ouschan. And breaking, correct?
Yes. You were right. You called this little bit of a turnaround here. I really wasn't convinced.
I just see it so much.
Yeah.
It happens so often.
Well, good on Jasmin for staying very present and playing the right shots, you know, not getting annoyed or frustrated. That's the biggest part of the game, is to control yourself.
Absolutely. I want to say a special thank you to Not That John Watson. We have received your donation. All right, guys, we got just a second. Let's throw it up so everybody, there's the Duchess. Everyone, hi.
Hi,
On our
everyone.
camera. Everybody likes the booth cam for a minute, everybody but us. So thank you guys for tuning in.
We don't mind it. It's far enough away.
Yeah, no, I don't put it right in my face. I don't enjoy that. So, but I know the fans at home really enjoy the booth cams. So thank you guys. Without the fans, we wouldn't be here where we are today. So we do appreciate you. All right, Jasmin, Ouschan to break.
This is a big break, isn't it?
Absolutely. See if she can get that one into the side. Have a little control. I know earlier she was taking some pace off the break. Once again.
There it goes.
Oh boy. Nasty little cue ball. Tucked itself up behind that 9. Oh. She's much more steady than I would
I was
be in
going to
this
say, I
moment.
wouldn't even attempt that. I'd get somebody else to remove that. The
Yeah.
balls would have been going all over the place.
I'd just be afraid, right? Because if the rack touches the cue ball at all, it's a foul, right? So I would be afraid. I would have someone else do it.
I'd say, Kelly, you do it.
Yeah. Me too.
Well, she's in a tricky spot here. She's got to push out. And I'm looking at the end of a table there. And it's not really a win shot, this. You know, to get a good safety out of this is tricky. Don't see anything to really tie up.
No, and it's really kind of unfortunate because she's just starting to get her groove back.
Yeah, she would have loved to have got a perfect break there and a run out. Now, can Kelly get through there to cut it or not? I can't quite judge that.
Not really sure, and I'm not sure that we have any camera angles that will allow us to see that clearly. We know that she can hit the 2. But
Yeah.
Can she make it?
Well, I think she could if she wanted to, but that's a super thin cut. You could play with inside English and hit the rail first and send the cue ball back up table. Or you could do that containing safe, just push it into the 8. Maybe use the 4 as a blocker.
Yeah, and that's exactly what she did.
That was nicely played. So, you know, Jasmin really didn't have any luck there. She got herself in trouble there. But it was an awkward shot, really, an awkward push out.
I like that she just pushed the 6 to the side rail, though.
Yeah, that was smart.
She doubled him up on the 6-8. Knowing that the 5 was up table, getting to the 6 was always going to be a little bit difficult.
Yeah, good play, good choice.
Okay.
Beauty. I was just saying earlier, I was talking about her brother Albin being one of the greatest kickers and safety players in the game. And you know, she learned a lot from him. I'm sure she has. She did a kick shot earlier and then she just did that one. That was beautifully executed.
Yeah, I saw it, and I don't know where I saw it at. One of the socials, probably. A little video where she just basically had Albin play safe on her over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And what a handy tool to have, a world champion like Albin Ouschan to
Gosh, yeah, if that was your
practice
brother.
with.
David is my brother, and if he's listening, I want him to start playing. But yeah, he's got one of the greatest games in the world as far as tactical goes. And of course shot making as well, but it's the whole package.
And how funny and wonderful at the same time that Jasmin and Albin are both world 8-ball champions in the same year.
Isn't that amazing?
It's pretty wild.
It really is. Incredible. And proud Austrians are very supported by Austria and the Billiard Federation over there.
All right, so she does make a hit, catches it kind of thin. Cue ball had some pace, left distance, but definitely not safe. What exactly is happening here, Allison?
I don't know if she's eyeing up a safety using that 8 ball or not. Not really sure what she's looking at there. Is she playing off the 4? Yeah, she was looking at that 8 ball. She called it a little thick, didn't she?
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming so because I'm not really sure what the intention was. I misunderstood the assignment.
Yeah, I think she was playing with a bit of spin, left spin, and trying to get behind the 8 and send the 2 up table. That's what I think she was trying to do and hit it a little bit on the thick side.
Now this 2 ball is just a hair off the rail, so it's not frozen.
It's a tricky shot though, isn't it?
It is.
No, hit it too thick. That wasn't an easy starter though.
No, it wasn't. And just knowing that you're making that difficult shot to accept fairly tough shot on the 3.
Exactly. It's kind of one where she didn't really let her stroke out, did she there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's such a daunting shot though, shooting out of the pocket, cutting it to that extreme. You really, I don't know. It may be a shot clock thing, but I'm surprised that she didn't look for some type of safety play or.
Well, the other thing is, Kelly's right behind you. If you make a mistake, she's gonna make the shot.
Yeah, she's definitely punishing you.
Is she slightly the wrong side of the 3 here to get to the 4? I think she is. I think you can tell the way she's standing looking at it. Yeah, it's a slight angle there.
I'm sure she would have preferred it to be a bit more angle if she's going to be going in that direction.
Let's take another look at the other angle here.
Yeah, is the 7 a factor here?
Definitely going to run into the 7 if she goes for the 4.
The 9 ball can be a big ball from this situation.
Is she going off the other side of the 4? No? Oh. Beauty. Great shot. She's been really good at controlling those shots. In her last match with Margaret, she did a shot that was quite tricky to hold. 5 ball length of the table and draw the cue ball round. And she executed it like that shot. It was perfectly done.
I wonder if that has something to do with all the hay balls she's been playing, though.
Could be. But she's definitely got the touch for it.
It's wild, the difference in the hay ball and the shots that you will shoot at in hay ball or won't shoot at in hay ball by comparison to pool. The pockets just don't accept the balls the same way.
And I think there's a little lesson in practicing those type of shots. Putting where the 8 ball is, a ball around that diamond and trying to control the cue ball in that area. It's a good practice. Take note, everyone.
Well, and I think that that's a fairly common safety as well in 9 ball.
Yeah, I would agree. But hitting 2 rails with a bit of speed is tricky. Ooh.
Oh.
I think she went full-blooded for that. I'm not sure if I'd have played that a 2-railer, coming off the back rail and trying to clip the 4. Trying to get safe. I'm not really sure. Either way. Either way is good.
Yeah. And I think, too, that the 5 was always kind of a factor in that choice. The 5 was in the line of the shot and makes it more difficult because you're making adjustments with spin or with speed.
Yes.
That can always change things. Last minute, you can be like, oh, maybe I could do it, and then you shoot. Just a hair off. Now, this 6 must go past the 8. She may have to cheat the pocket just a tiny bit. Kelly's really good at this, though.
I was about to say that. This is one of her shots, I think. Clutch shots. Look at that. Beautiful.
And she hit it clean as a whistle.
Yeah, she hits those like they're nothing. Still a little bit of work to do here. She's got to catch this thin. I don't know if she's going to use her bridge. Yes, she is.
Yeah, she kind of shook her head like she knew. I mean, and she's queuing over the 9 with a bridge. Steep cut on the 7. This has got to be a good one. I think she just turned and looked at Bob and said extension.
No. She
Never.
wasn't comfy there, was she? You could tell the amount of time she took on it.
Yeah, I don't think she ever really felt good over that ball.
Now, the question is, can Jasmin make that 7? I'm not so sure. And if she can't, Kelly definitely got away with that one.
Yeah, I think the real first is Jasmine's only real option for it.
It's a tough one, though, isn't it?
It
'Cause it's kind of
is.
far out, and where the 8 is tricky.
Yeah, she wants to make this. She's going to have to play it with a little bit of pace.
Or she hits it long and plays it a safe, just a containing safe. Let's see.
Ooh.
Oh, that was a bit unlucky, wasn't it?
As soon as she let go, I think she knew. She dropped her arm a little at the shot. Three balls, and Kelly Fisher may be on the hill.
Yeah, that was a big one, wasn't it? Well, there's a little bit of fortune Kelly's way there.
Yeah, Jasmine looks a little disgruntled over there in her chair.
Yeah, it was a turning point, wasn't it? When you're fighting back and you have the chance to get within one game.
All right. Kelly Fisher, 7-4 over Jasmin Ouschan. The winner of this match will have a seat in the finals against Pia Filler. They'll take a 15-minute break after the match, and then we'll be right back with the finals match. So Jasmine's hoping to stop the bleed and get back into this match, holding Kelly on the hill. It's going to be a tough feat, but we'll see if she can do it. All right, Kelly Fisher to break. She is sitting on the hill.
Wasn't that interesting? She moved side then. I think that's the first time in the match that she's broken from that side.
And really, I'm not even sure why she would do that when she was breaking fairly well from the other side of the table. I mean, I understand making adjustments if you're playing bad, but
We've barely seen her. I don't think she's failed. Maybe on one break she failed to make a ball, but the rest of the time she's made that one in the side.
wow. Yeah, I don't understand the adjustment, but we're not sitting there, and
We're not there. You're right.
Yeah.
We want to be there.
Yeah, of course. If I was there, I'd be shaking so hard the whole room would probably know it. It is definitely not a seat I've sat in. So, but I do enjoy watching you ladies do it.
It's fun, isn't it? Either way, it's fun.
Yeah.
When you're here or there.
All right, nice little push out there. Maybe trying to make the 3 a little more difficult. It's really not much. There wasn't much else she really could do.
cross bank safe, I think, unless she can if she can stick there, just stun it.
Yeah, if she could
But the two's in a
do
funny
that, that
spot
would be
for that,
beautiful.
I think. Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice if she could do that. If not, I think the cross bank safe's always a good bet. Pocket's big down there. It's good speed.
All right, and it's set up nicely. Jasmin has a look at the 1.
Is she looking at going rail first, do you think? Or thinning it?
Oh, you mean like the kick and stick
Kick
come
and
up
stick.
underneath it? Yeah, maybe.
But the two's kind of in a funny spot for that, isn't it?
Yeah, and if she bumps the 2, she leaves Kelly for sure.
I think a thin hit's safe.
Crossing over the 1?
No, I don't.
Or coming to the right side of the 1?
I think coming to the right side and just letting the cue ball run back down table.
Okay. So almost like you're overcutting the shot and then bringing the cue down table.
Or undercutting the shot.
There you go.
Just leaving it going into those 2 rails and out. But I think it's kind of a sellout, you know. It's hard to control that shot.
So basically what Allison is saying is that Kelly has played a very successful safety.
Yeah, it's a good safety. It is a good safety. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, that was the one that I was kind of looking at. She's hit it very well. There wasn't really a lot else you could do with that shot. Because even if Kelly makes one, she can't get to the 2 from here. So I think the same sort of thing again. Possibly the overcut here. Requires a bit of thought, though.
Yeah, and you know, remember these ladies are on a 40-second shot clock. They do get 1 extension per rack, but by the looks on this rack, they may not be ready to use it yet. They know there's more work to be done.
Oh, she went all in to try and run the ball around the table there, I think, get round the back. If she'd missed the 8, that was potentially there. So I think she decided that there was no good safety, so just go for it. So it was a good shot.
It was.
That's a shot she's become
Oh,
very good at.
boy.
She's got herself in trouble, though. She hit it too well, didn't she? I love watching Kelly, though, when there's a little bit of animation, you know, when it goes slightly wrong.
She is animated. I think
Yeah.
her and Jasmin both are quite animated.
Yeah.
Jasmin has gotten a little more controlled over the years,
Yes,
but
she has.
Kelly's always been.
Oh, yeah.
Her facial expressions
It's
tell
priceless,
on her.
isn't it? Priceless.
Yeah, I feel as though when I watch Kelly shoot, I can sometimes hear what she would say just by the look on her face. All right, so a soft little baby tappy on the 3, trying to put the cue ball up table. She didn't get the cue to the short rail, so Jasmin does have full cue ball to work with.
Nice shot. Sometimes the simple things are the best things, right?
Absolutely. I think people tend to forget too, like you know how you can like thin balls and go 2 or 3 rails for safety plays. You know, sometimes the simplest shot like that right there are just a much smarter option.
The only thing with this, I think, well, maybe with the 7 there, but I was going to say it makes the pocket bigger, but does it? Because the 7 is kind of somewhat covering the pocket a little bit there, but
Yeah, it could cause it like a traffic jam
yeah.
coming into that if it bumps the 4 and the 7. She has
There you go.
She
Thank
has
you very
kicked
much.
well, boy. She has
Has
kicked
she got
really
that
well.
shot?
Let's go see if we can get a look. I don't know. Not so sure about that.
Well, not with my eyes, anyway.
Yeah, this is a tough one. If she has it, it's a sliver, and that might be all she needs.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very slight. Oh, she overcuts it.
Look, that's amazing, isn't it?
It's insane. The margins, millimeters.
And she used a lot of right spin on that, didn't she? The edge of her tip to the edge of the ball.
Yeah, the cue ball checked right up, and actually, I don't know that she left Jasmin much. Jazz is like, what's going on?
Yeah. I think she can get through rail first, do you?
Yeah. The hardest part here is that coming under it, will she double bump the 4? What will happen?
Getting the cue ball out of there.
Getting the cue ball out, back out and around.
That's a gorgeous shot, really.
Yeah. And
Would like to have gone a little bit more, but that was fantastic.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing too, for those of you guys who are at home, like, yeah, it's great she made the pink 4, but now the 5 ball getting back to the 6, she may have to just roll this in, or she's going to try to drag it all the way around.
I think just the roly-poly.
There you go.
And then just let the cue ball. Well, here, let's see. This is a little tricky again, isn't it?
The 9 ball is quite big in this situation.
Is she going to go running English and bump the 8? Is she going to go up and down the table? It's not easy to control. Yeah, she's looking at the bump of the 8 here. I like that play. Just because of the angle. If it was a steeper angle, it might be different.
Absolutely.
Good shot. She'd like to have caught that maybe a bit thicker, just to slow the cue ball down.
Well, the good thing here is if she decides to go in all at the 7 ball, which it looks like she's going to, you know, she can just shoot through the shot. The 8 ball position to the 8 is kind of natural. She's just got to make the 7. It's going to have some pace on it.
She might be looking at spinning it. I'm not really sure here with some outside English.
Oh, she didn't even go at it. She didn't like it.
Isn't it interesting? I like the patience, but she definitely left Kelly a shot here if she wants to bank this. I think I'll go for the bank here. She could thin off the right side of it though, with the 7, and send the cue ball around back to where it is using the 9 as a blocker, possibly. But I think the bank. Good shot. Look at that.
The crowd did enjoy that shot from Kelly Fisher. Kelly is sitting on the hills, so these last 2 balls may solidify her shot at the finals.
Look at that. As we said, a great closer.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing.
Great closer.
Yeah, she's so good at it.
Yeah.
It's like those moments when everybody else would twitch.
Fantastic.
She doesn't.
Look at that. Makes the 9 ball, wins the match. Little hug from Jasmin. They're good friends, as we said earlier. It was a funky little match, wasn't it?
It was. Fans showing a little love and appreciation for Jasmin Ouschan. It's always nice to see her competing. Special thank you to Allison Fisher, the Duchess of Doom.
Thank you.
And I think she's going to come back and do the finals with us. So
I'd love to.
So Pia Filler, Kelly Fisher, the finals of the Dr. Poole Jacoby Tour Championships. It will be 1 race to 10 for all the marbles. All right, folks, we're going to reboot the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and you're watching WPBA Billiards on YouTube.